welcome back to my channel, Manga Hoarder. My name is Laura, and today we are doing October bullet journal planning. I haven't done one of these videos in a while. I only have a couple months left of the year. At the end of the year, I am moving into a completely new planner and not doing bullet journaling anymore. Or at least not for the next year, because I have bought myself a new planner. I had to buy it, and I don't want to buy something and not use it, so it is going to replace my bullet journal for the next year. I'm going to show it to you because it's appropriate and it's incredibly beautiful. So I bought the new 2020 Hobonichi Techo with the cover that was designed by Taiyo Matsumoto. It's a child, school child, reading Blackjack. Like, how appropriate and how incredibly beautiful, and I'm so excited to be using this. So you do buy the cover separately, and then you can buy the books. And I have used the Hobonichi books before. Actually, I buy them every year, you just never see them because I'm never very good at filling them, and I always intend to use them entirely as like kind of creative planning and like personal journaling. I just do sporadically, and it's also like it tends to be quite personal, so it's not something I would share here, but it is going to be replacing my bullet journal for next year. Also the fact that a lot of the things that I normally track in here have moved into other books, so I'm not going to need quite as much book next year. So I think that combining what I do in here, moving it into the sections in here, as well as adding in some of that personal journaling and art that I do just sort of from time to time, I think that this book will work for me over the next year, hopefully. But yeah, like, it's so incredibly beautiful, and it is still in plastic, and it's just because I don't want to get ahead of myself by opening it up. You know, I'm going to wait until at least the end of the year before I set things up and have it fully planned out. I am going to actually plan what I want to do on all the pages, but I just don't want to get ahead of myself. If you want to see a look inside the Hobonichi Techo, there are 1,000,001 videos on YouTube that you can look at that will tell you all the features. But there's lots of different kinds of page layouts, which is kind of nice. You just have to figure out how you're going to use them. And the paper quality is really what most people kind of use it for. It has this incredibly thin, almost Bible paper thin, Tomoe river paper, which is just, it's so incredibly beautiful to write on. Yeah, it's just a really nice book to use. I've enjoyed them all along. I am thrilled, like beyond thrilled, that this cover exists, and I cannot wait to start using it. But until then, I'm going to continue to use the book that I am using. And there aren't too many pages in. It should last me until the end of the year, just a couple months to go. And I do have sort of planned out what I'm hoping to do. I haven't been using my bullet journal as much over the last couple of months. It just sort of happens. I'm interested in things for a while. I'm not interested in them for a while. So for the last like couple of pages, it's literally just like a title and some books. Just like basically use a marker, add some pen, and it kind of looks okay, but it is just sort of a disaster. You know, I made a page for expenses I didn't use. Yeah, so it's just, that was my September. I did it kind of quickly and just wanted to like start using my book again because I hadn't used it for about 2 months. And yeah, so now we're going to get into October. I do have a little bit of plans for what I'm going to do. I do have, you know, sort of stickies. That's the extent of what my planning is. I was looking at washi tapes to try and decide like what's my color scheme, and I will show you all of the washi tapes that I ended up picking. So there's all those, and then there's all these, and like, what color scheme is this? I don't even know what color scheme this is. So like, I just picked ones that I thought kind of had an autumny look to them. And then since then, it's been snowing outside, so I almost kind of want to do a wintry look because I love winter, but it's autumn still, so I'm gonna do an autumn-ish page, but yeah, it's just like I'm such a disaster right now. So we're gonna just watch this disaster unfold, both you and I. Neither of us know how this is gonna turn out, and it should be at least fun to do, at least for me. Yeah. Let me know what you are up to in your planning, if you use a planner. Do you like bullet journaling? Have you ever tried it? And have you ever considered the Hobonichi? Like, do you know about it? It's actually really popular in the planning community, but I'm surprised I don't hear about it in sort of the manga nerding community because it is a Japanese product. All of the dates and stuff in it are Japanese. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah, so anyway, let me know if you know about that stuff. So I have a box here. This is a scrapbooking case, apparently, and it's to put all of your big paper in. So I have kind of collected some scraps that I've got from scrapbooking, because obviously if I'm doing planning, I also have been a scrapbooker in the past. And I have gone through a volume of Vagabond that was sort of falling apart and pulled out some of the pages that I thought were interesting. So I'm going to stick to Vagabond, I think, and then find some papers that I might like to use. So there's those. I think that's everything I need from there. So I got a bunch of papers. I may not use them all, or any, actually. And I have a couple of pictures which I might use, and then I probably will find some stickers, and I have a million washi tapes. And yeah, so I think we're good. We're good to go. So I'm gonna just stop talking now. I'm going to start kind of figuring out what it is I'm going to put down on the page. It might be completely nonsensical because I have no plans, or very few plans anyway. And I will see you at the end, and hopefully this turns out okay. So I think I'm done now. Worked out not too bad. I haven't been doing this for very long, and yeah, I'm okay with it. You know, it consistently has a theme, so I think that helps. And 2 pages having the same color, I think that helps too. I tried to be kind of fancy with my October font to make it more spooky by giving it a little bit of a squiggle. I don't know how much it worked, but whatever. It was fun enough to do. So I just have my calendar. It does say events here if you can't see it. It might be hard to do. I put in cutouts from an old damaged copy of Vagabond, and then I use some papers from just like scraps from scrapbooking. I don't need a lot of space, so you know it can impinge on whatever. And then I found some stickers. These ones I can't remember what they're called, but they are a Sanex character. Like they're little sardines and they're trying to escape, so they're always crying and sad. This one is in the fetal position. And then also Dr. Slump stickers, so just to kind of give it a little something more because, you know, that's just me. So to do and to buy, so I don't really need a lot. These are sort of just overarching things I need to do and buy. And then my expense tracking, which didn't do too much of last month. I haven't bought a lot. I don't actually buy a lot these days. And then I am going to plan my planner that I already showed you, just so that I'm ready to start using it in January, and I'm excited to have it. So I want to make sure that I'm use it effectively, so I'll just use a little space and plan out what pages are for what. And then I've got my TBR, which is really what this planner is all about. My TBR list, and then what I ended up actually reading. Hopefully this is enough space. And then I am going to start a little bit more tracking my blog and my Instagram. I have started blogging again. I've had a blog for a few years and I just blog once or twice a year, and so now I'm trying to do that a little more regularly. So this is how I always do my YouTube. I just write in kind of the dates that I think things are going to go on, and then I move them around as I need to. And it just the way that this is set up gives me a good view of sort of how things are arranged, so that I make sure that I have enough spacing between them. And I am going to try and do a little more Instagram in this month. So that's pretty much it. Not too much. But I do have another planner for all my like personal stuff as well as my health stuff. I have a whole planner for my study stuff. I have a whole planner for my finance stuff. So this is just everything else, which is basically YouTube. A little bit of tracking and kind of just like the others planning that I do. So anyway, I like how it looks. I think it looks good. Vagabond always looks good. And yeah, hopefully I'll use it this month. Yep. So there you go. So yeah, I'm done. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you also are doing a bullet journal, or if you like what your favorite planner is. Let me know about that. I think that's it for today, so thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.